Before you ask why you're tired, check what you keep feeding. Before you say you're drained, check what keeps getting permission to drink from you. Welcome to Energy Audit, the lesson where your spirit opens the book and checks the cost. Because everything costs something. The conversation, connection, habit, scroll. That memory you keep replaying. That person you keep giving access to because you feel bad for finally choosing peace. And all has a price. And today, we checking receipts. Because you can't keep saying you want alignment while spending your energy on things that pull you out of your body. You can't keep saying you want clarity while entertaining confusion, like it deserves a seat at your table. You can't keep saying you want overflow while leaking your life force through old doors and old patterns, old cravings, old conversations, and old versions of yourself that don't even match where you're going. No, Energy Audit asks one thing. What is this costing me? Is it costing my peace, my focus, my sleep, my creativity? Is it costing my softness with my children? Is it costing me the version of myself I keep praying to become? Because some of y'all are not tired because life is too heavy. You're tired because your energy has no security. Everything can enter and everything can pull. Everything can touch and can speak and can interrupt. Then you wonder why your spirit feels crowded. Baby, that ain't spirituality, that's mismanagement. That's leaving the front door open, then acting shocked when the whole neighborhood walks through your living room. Energy Audit says, close the door, clear the room, count the cost. Because your energy is currency, and every time you give it away without discernment, you pay with your future, with your discipline and your patience and your vision and your risings. You pay with your body. You pay with your nervous system. Trying to recover from people you should have stopped explaining yourself to 3 versions ago. And no, we're not looking back. We're not building a shrine to who drained us. We're not naming every vampire like they deserve credits in the movie of our becoming. We are moving forward. So the question is not who took my energy. The question is, where am I no longer available to leak? That's grown. That's power. That's the audit. Because the new life requires a clean account. You cannot fund your future with energy already spent on distraction. You cannot birth a mission while giving your life force to chaos with a familiar face. You cannot build heaven on earth while letting hell text you every time it gets bored. So check it. Check what happens to your body after that phone call. Check what happens to your mood after that page. Check what happens to your focus after that person. Check what happens to your creativity after that environment. And check what happens to your patience after you keep saying yes when your spirit already said no. Your body been telling the truth. Your jaws tighten, your chest closes, your stomach turns while your shoulders rise, your breath gets shallow, your peace leaves the room before you do. That's information. Stop calling it anxiety when sometimes it's discernment begging you to stop lying. Stop calling it overthinking when sometimes it's your spirit showing you the math. Because energy audit is math, addition, and subtraction. What adds to me? What subtracts from me? What multiplies my peace? What divides my attention? What makes me feel more like myself? What makes me leave myself just to keep the connection? And if the connection requires self-abandonment to survive, baby, let it die clean. Do not resuscitate a relationship that keeps flatlining your spirit. Do not keep performing availability for people who only respect you when you are exhausted. Do not keep calling it love when the receipt says loss, because love should not bankrupt you. Support should not empty you, and family should not cost your sanity. Purpose should not require constant self-betrayal, and peace should not feel guilty for finally protecting itself. So today, we audit. No drama, no announcement, no paragraph, and no courtroom. No goddamn explaining the invoice to people who already know they've been overdrafting your spirit. This get no response. It get removed and unfollowed, deleted. This get prayer from a distance. This gets released without a funeral. Because the old version of me needed closure. The new version of me needed capacity. Capacity to build, to mother, to create, to receive, to laugh without checking the door. Capacity to live without bracing for impact. Capacity to hold the life I said I wanted. And that life will not fit inside of an exhausted body. So I'm no longer wasting high-level energy on low-level patterns. I'm no longer giving sacred attention to a temporary noise. I'm no longer letting my nervous system pay rent in somebody else's chaos. My energy is coming home, all fragments recalled, all leaks sealed, all false responsibilities returned to their rightful owners, because I am not everyone's charger. I am not everyone's healer. And I'm not everyone's emotional shelter. I am not a dumping ground with a pretty spirit. I am a woman with a mission, and from here forward, my energy has a purpose. My intentions and attentions has a gate. My peace has protection. My time has direction. My body has authority. My spirit has the final say. So welcome to Energy Audit, where we stop asking, why am I drained? And start asking, what did I keep paying for that was never worth the cost? Say it with your chest. My energy is not public property. I will not spend my life force on what does not honor my future, my present, and my right now. And one more time, for the version of you ready to stop leaking and start living, I call my energy back from every place that no longer has permission to hold me, because forward only requires fuel, and I refuse to waste mine on anything that cannot travel where I'm going. So pack your shit and let's head over to lesson 6. Power recall and no mercy, ho. That's simply law. Divine law. My law, bitch.